schedule starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Eight, read. I don't think you got it, son. Yep. Get it.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss.
I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. K1 short. Able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They needed 19, and that's precisely what they got. And by the length of a football, it's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I got you. Check, check. Fresno. Check, check, check. Ready?
Now Saquon Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the slant. A little flat. Ready? Mike 51. Look at me. Zipper.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on Kevin Zeitler, acquired in the Odell Beckham trade. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, hold it. Three bugs. He's coming. We got double up.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one good for 26 and a first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Foyesade Oluwakan made the Tackle there from his safety position.
Second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check. Hey, lock it. Check out. Hot. Clear. Let's go.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Look at me. Go. Don't get nervous. Tighten up.
On fourth down, Jones. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation, turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a 9-yard loss on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant. I'm coming. Hatch it. Check it. Small. Mike 51.
Throwing Jones. Looking for Shepard deep. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
On the ball.
The toss out to Barkley. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Barkley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. There. Go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Nice footwork at the 25. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
Ready? 60 or. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 5.
Now Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Check. Go.
Here's Barkley. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Switch.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And some room to work. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 77 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready. Don't get nervous.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. To throw is Newton. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The shotgun snap for Newton. That's Brown. Touchdown, Carolina. Antonio Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano for the extra point. And it's 21-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to weigh in and enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. This is Barkley, and a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go now. 30 base. X3. 218. Chopper. Check, check. Lucky. Ready.
On second down now, Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Trey Boston up to make the tackle. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now Jones on third down. And this is Latimer, complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Newton now to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Express! 8! 52.
Throwing on third down, Newton. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. Spins by. And some room to maneuver. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Barkley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
Let's go, baby.
That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, it's coming.
Off the play fake, Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The penalty set him back. Now a big play moves him forward. It's 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Hey, wahoo! Check three. 51's the box.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's complete to Gallman. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Hey, Sam on. Watch it. Jim. Greystone, Travis.
Looking to throw. Jones dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Bravo. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go, let's calm. Ready?
Jones throwing on fourth down. And Tate's got it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha. You got 3 down. Check 52. Hey, alert 3.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to the right here to Shepard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. Pilot, 64, weak. Watch QB 5.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
He's cracked. Protein spill. Slam. Leo. Go.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Newton. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Newton being chased out left. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Again, McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
On second down, Barkley. And he spins past him and into space. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Mike the 59. Defense wins championships, baby. Rush in, rush in.
On second down now, Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
The Giants on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
SOS, SOS, SOS. Watch that. Hey, Delta. Switch. Check 43. Big grip.
Back to throw. Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Giants.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check nickel. Hey! Ready?
On the run, it's Barkley. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety? coming up and making the big-time play.
The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check 50. Check 50. Hey, foxtrot. Now.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. He completes it to Tate. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Joker. Look, squeeze. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shoot.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jones now throwing on 1st down. Out to his left. That's complete left side to Shepard. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd down, Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Again, it's Barkley. There he goes, right side. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will get him 1 closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He's got a first. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
25, check 25, check 25.
They'll run with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Bud. Mike 51, Mike 52.
On second and 11 now. Jones steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now a toss right to Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind, they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations.
Go. Begin. Check 24. You go tight. You got tight right there. Ready.
On 4th down, Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Man, I got you. 49, check 49.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Carolina, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.